In this video, I'm going to show you how to factor trinomials with a equals to 1. Okay, this a is actually the number that you see in front of the x squared, and there are three terms here because this is a trinomial. So the number in front of your a squared, x squared, is your a. So as you notice, I have here invisible 1, and then there's actually the number in front of the x term, that's actually your b, and then the constant, the number without the variable, is your c. So I'm only going to show you factoring trinomials here with your a equals to 1. So in factoring a trinomial, we always begin by factoring the GCF, or the greatest common factor. So if you look at this given polynomial, the GCF of this polynomial is actually 1. And you know, when the GCF is 1, we don't need to factor it anymore. Okay, so just to limit, in this video, I'm only going to give you trinomials with GCF equals 1. I'll be making another video on how to factor trinomials with GCF not equal to 1. Okay, so now let's do the factoring of this trinomial. So the first step in factoring a trinomial with a equals 1 is to find the so-called roots. Okay, and you can find the roots of this trinomial if you enter this in your Desmos graphing calculator. Alright, let me show you how to do this in the graphing calculator. Alright, so we will pull up our Desmos graphing calculator because we will get the roots from the Desmos graphing calculator. Alright, so you have here the Desmos graphing calculator. It's loading, and then now all you have to do is to enter the trinomial exactly how it is written in your paper. Enter it in your Desmos graphing calculator, and the roots is found where the graph touches the x-axis. So as you can see in here, it's -5 and +2. Okay, so you've seen from the graphing calculator that the roots of this trinomial is -5 and +2. Okay, so these are the roots from the graphing calculator. Now, once you know the roots, you can actually use these numbers to factor the given trinomial, and this is now the factored form. Okay, remember the relationship of roots and factors? If I have -5, I should have x plus 5 as one of the factor. Okay, and then close it with parentheses. And then if I have a +2, I should have x minus 2 as another factor, and then close it with parentheses. So now this is the factored form of this given trinomial. Alright, the second example, we have x squared minus 7x minus 18. So this is our trinomial, and we're going to factor it. Remember, our a here is equal to 1. Okay, now the first step is to find the roots of this, and with the help of our graphing calculator, we will be able to see the roots. Let's put this now in the graphing calculator. Alright, so to find the roots, we just need to enter the given trinomial in the Desmos graphing calculator exactly how it is given to you, and then the roots are found when the graph crosses the x-axis, because you call it, actually the roots are, remember, it's the x-intercept, so it's when your graph crosses the x-axis. From the graphing calculator, you've seen that the roots of this trinomial is -2, and also you have a +9. So these are the roots from the graphing calculator. So now I can write the factored form of this trinomial. So again, if I have a -2, it should be equal to an x plus 2 as a factor. And if you have a +9, it's x minus 9. You have to close them with parentheses. Alright, so that's the factored form of this trinomial.